Hello, my name is Aidan and welcome to another Golf Predictor video tutorial. In this video I shall be talking about the great new field filtering page. To do that, we'll go to the predictions menu and select the rankings filter option. And if you do that, you'll be brought to the following page, which as usual I have preloaded on a separate tab. This great new page allows you to filter the field by up to 52 different stats. So you can see here the current week's tournament is the 2016 FedEx St. Jude Classic. As we scroll down the page, you see there are numerous panels, each of which have several sliders. And each of these sliders represents a certain stat or metric that you can use to narrow down the field. So as we scroll down, you see as I said, there's quite a few panels because there are 52 different metrics to filter by. And at the end, you see all the matching golfers, and it also shows you how many matching records there are. Now in the default state which I have there, if none of the filters are moved from the default values, then there will be no filter applied. So each filter that's left in this default state will be ignored. So therefore, because all 52 filters are like this, it returns the entire field. So to narrow down your field choices, what you have to do is go up to the filters and assign certain values to them that you're interested in, so that you can narrow down the field accordingly. So for example, we go up to the very top, and let's say we're interested in golfers who have played at least 5 tournaments this season, so we can move the lower slider to that. Now if you wanted to cap the higher number of tournaments, you could do that by moving the slider down, but we're not interested in that, so we'll leave that as default. So now we're saying just return to me the list of golfers who have played 5 tournaments this season. So we don't want people who have only played a few times. Okay, so on the same course, again we're only interested say in people who've played on the course in Memphis at least 3 times in the last 5 years, so they have a bit of course history. So we'll move that slider up to that. And say now we're interested in finding DFS selections, so we'll go down to the DraftKings box or panel, and we'll select. We want golfers that are between, say, roughly 10,000 and 5,000. So that'll do roughly. And finally, we want golfers who have made a fair number of cuts in recent times. So I want golfers who want a streak of at least 5 cuts. So I move the bar, or else, for example, you can also type in the number there in the text box like I've just done, and that will reflect that. So at the moment, just to recap, we're now looking for golfers who have played at least 5 tournaments this season, have played at least 3 times on the course in the last 5 years. Their DraftKings salary is in between $4,800 and $10,200, and they have a cut streak of at least 5, so they've made their last 5 cuts. And for example, we also say we want people who are ranked in the top 400 or so in the world ranking. I think you'll find people who have made 5 cuts generally will be in this range anyway. So now we're ready. So when we have all our filters set, we press filter. And you can see there that the matching results are only 2, that only Retief Goosen and Colt Knost match these criteria. So what you'd have to do to get more matches is relax the criteria. So for example, if we go up to the course history and say we want people who have played at least once as opposed to 3 times, go down again, filter again. And now we've gone up to 5, the original 2 plus John Curran, Kyle Reefers and Tom Wilkinson. So in this way you can really easily narrow down your choices for who you might want to pick for fantasy DFS or betting purposes by applying the filters that you're interested in. And so doing, you will return the matching golfers that meet those criteria. So this is a great new page that has a lot of work gone into it, so I hope you find it useful. Well, that's about it for this tutorial. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you again soon.